Hi, I'm Cheryl and welcome to the Sewing Room channel. I'm going to demonstrate how to make this little fabric bow, and it's made out of leftover jelly roll scraps. I had made a jelly roll table runner. I had some left over. I wanted to make a bow so I could put it around my vase so it was all coordinated really well, and I thought, well, I'm going to do a video on this. You can see just how easy this bow is. So let's get started. These strips were previously cut for another project, 10.5 inches long. I'm going to go ahead and leave mine that length, but you can cut yours any length that you like. Take your strips and stitch them together using a 1/4 inch seam, and you just keep adding them on, as many as you want. Now my strip is almost 80 inches long. It might be too long, but that's okay. I can always cut some off later. Make a second strip the same length, but make sure that you don't start with the same printed piece as what you did in your other row. You want them different. Press all of the seams open. Make 2 more strips the same length and try not to have the same prints together in each row. So you just kind of want to scan down, make sure they're not sitting exactly right next to each other if possible. Press all of the seams open. Take the middle row and pull it out to where these two here are about in the middle of this strip. Bring 2 rows front sides together. Now this one will be sticking out a little bit. That's okay. Go ahead and pin your strips together and stitch a 1/4 inch seam all the way down. Press your seam on the back side. Then unfold your 2 pieces, and I like to press on top and I push my seam all in one direction. Take your last row, remember it should be even with this row, bring it on top and then pin and stitch 1/4 inch seam and then press your seam. At the last minute I decided to add on 1 more row because I want a really wide bow. After you've got everything all stitched together, then you want to trim each end off so that they're all the same. Go to the opposite end and do the same thing. Fold it in half, place pins to hold, and then you're going to stitch a 1/4 inch seam all the way down that edge. Fold the end over and begin turning your tube front side out. Arrange it so that one of the 2.5 inch wide strips is in the very center. So it looks like you almost have a little border on each side. So you want to do that all the way down, and as you're doing it, press it nice and flat. Before I do the last step, I went ahead and tied this ribbon around my vase and tied it into a bow just to make sure it was the correct length. I made it extra long for that purpose. I need to cut off about 6 inches and it'll be just fine. So if you need to do that, make that temporary bow to make sure that everything's good to go. I'm going to show you how to make this diagonal cut at the end here. Now you can leave it straight if you want, but I like this angle at the end of my ribbons. So place a line. I've got a line on my ruler that goes from corner to corner, and I'm going to place it on the edge going straight across. That way I know I have a nice 45-degree angle. And then just go ahead and cut it off. Then fold your edges under about 1/4 inch or a little more if you need to, and then stitch it closed along here. Well, here it is. I put my bow on this tin milk can vase that I got at Walmart, and I used the leftover jelly roll strips that I used in this table runner down here, so it all goes together. I love making fabric bows because we've all got scraps. So even if you didn't have any jelly roll scraps, you can still use other scraps to do this same little project. Now make sure you follow me on Instagram and check out my Facebook page. If you're interested in other beginner projects, check below your YouTube screen for those video links. I'll see you next time, and happy sewing! I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, please click on the thumbs up button. And don't forget to click on share to share this video with your friends. If you haven't subscribed yet, click on that red subscribe button down there in the lower right-hand corner of your screen. Click on the bell so you can receive notifications about my latest videos. I'm Cheryl, and this is Scotty, and this is Manny. See you next time, and happy sewing!